Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
The Power Hour.
Here we go. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. When you're talking about on Mondays, when you're talking about history, when you talk about Mondays, what do you think about? You think about two things. If you're this old wrestling guy, I might be old, but I'm still kicking, still doing these shows. I think about Monday Night Wrestling at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. I think of this show, the Power Pro Wrestling Watch Along, every single Monday night. For many, many years, we've done that. And also, Mid-South Coliseum back in the day. And of course, are you ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? A lot of people in America is right now, of course, football Monday night, a big time for everybody watching football. A lot of people watching football. And tonight, there's the national championship game. And throughout this show, by request, telling me what to do, producing me on the side, my buddy Randy West suggested, as often as possible, I keep everybody up with that score, 7-0. If you're keeping up with the game and you switch off, no worries. It'll be on my Facebook, on my Twitter in the archive. And about 30 minutes after this show is over, we always put it up. Always put up the archive for this show. This is a classic show. Very rare Monday night. And I want to say hello to everybody. I want to say hi to my buddy Greg. I want to say hello to Jeryy Osborne. PJ, the First Lady, Power Pro Wrestling in the house. Michael Butler is in the house, and let's see what is going on. Jeryy Osborne's in the house, and Greg's in the house, and everybody's rocking and rolling. It's Power Pro Wrestling night, and it is also the national championship game again. We will keep you updated. There's 8:47 left in the first, 7-0 with Georgia ahead, defending their national championship. I would doubt very much that my buddy, there he is, Al Tuttle. I was just fixing to say, I would doubt if Al is in the house. He is. I want to say hello to David, and certainly Jeryy saying PJ becoming quite the historian. She does a great job. Now, we need to get right into this show. I want to tell you, last week we had issues, and I don't remember what the issues were last week. Some kind of high spots, some kind of big smiles going on. I don't remember what in the world it was, but Adam couldn't get on the show. I had to produce. I had to host. I had to do everything. Now, Adam is having issues today. No, not really issues. His wife's out of town. Adam has to leave at a hard time of an hour into the show. So hopefully we can get it over. If not, I can certainly get us off the air. But she has to be picked up at the Atlanta airport. He has her computer, not the regular that's the computer that he usually uses to go online. So we are going to call Adam Dundee in. You'll see his profile picture. Anyway, missed last week, almost missed today, and he almost missed both weeks of Mae Young, which would have been a disaster. What are we going to have today, Adam?
All right, so I'm here so you can see my picture. I don't have a webcam because, like you were saying, my wife has that computer that I normally use in master control with her. So we'll take a look, though, real quick. We'll just throw a graphic, and we'll talk about what we're going to see on today's show. This is going to be the March 6, 1999, episode 47. We'll see Baldo going up against Lance Jade in the studio. We'll have Brandon Baxter and Michael Hayes. Venom and Coco Ware will be going against Derek King and Kid Wicked. We'll see Too Much, Too Sexy Brian Christopher, and Too Hot Scott Taylor going against Streak and Aaron O'Grady. A special challenge match, we'll see Mama Stasiak going against Stacy. We'll get an interview from the King, and we'll see Big Vic Grimes going up against Michael Hayes. So going to be a heck of a show coming up today, Randy, and I think Mama Stasiak may be causing trouble as soon as we go on the air.
Absolutely. I'll put the score, and obviously Al came in a little late, and I said that I will tell the score throughout the whole show. And with a little over 6 minutes left in the game, Georgia's ahead 10-0. They were 2 touchdown favorites on the game today, and we're going to get right into it. And this is the Power Hour, show number 47 from March the 6th, 1999, and we're just going to let it roll, and we'll roll out right here. Here we go.
I think I can't let you in. If you don't leave, I might escort you off property. You better leave. You better leave. You don't have a ticket. I can't let you in. I can't let you in.
You better get her off the property.
I can't let you in.
Raymond, you better get
I
off the
can't let you
property.
in. No, I might escort you off the property.
Go on and escort off the property.
I might escort you off the property.
Come on, Randy.
You get me in here. I'm going to see my son. You hear me?
Come on, Ron.
I think that's the only line that Raymond remembered. I'm going to escort you off the property. I'm going to escort you off the property. Bruno mentioned it too. Very exciting way to start the Power Hour from March the 8th, 1999. Here's Dave and Corey.
Power Hour, another day of Power Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, we'll see Freebird Michael Hayes alive. Greg,
Those days, all the marbles coming up in Jonesboro. We always say expect the unexpected today. I think
Hey,
we better
David, what
expect
is
the unexpected.
going on?
All that with Mama Stacey. I think she's in the building. It looks like she got in.
Yeah, Raymond, the security guard, was trying to keep her out. She's having a fit out there. Look at that pocketbook.
Here comes Randy Hales and the Syndicate here. We've got a match. Baldo going against Lance Jade, and Randy has brought Mick Kearney, Boy Tony.
Yes, sir.
All right, Randy is just...
BJ, I'm glad you wasn't around to give her some ideas. She was a fasty young lady.
Randy Hales,
Here's Randy out.
here at the desk with us. You got quite a day today, let me tell you. With all the marbles in Jonesboro tonight, the whole complexion of this company could change this day, March 6, 1999.
It's been going on week after week after week, month after month after month. Me and Brandon Baxter. Then he couldn't do it by himself. It was one-on-one, me against Baxter. Then he had to bring in help in Michael P.S. Hayes.
Yeah, you needed help. It was 4 against 1.
What a great
Just one, and tonight,
athlete,
you
Lance
explain
Jade.
to him,
What
it
a
will be
big,
clean-shaven.
great
There'll be
athlete
people
in my
never,
man
ever returning
Baldo.
to Power Pro Wrestling.
Well, that's
There'll
right.
be title changes all in one match. But let me tell you something, Brandon Baxter, you better be scared to death, because last night, Bill Street Rage at the New Daisy Theater, what happened? You brought your bad Michael P.S. Hayes in here. You brought him in here, and he was defeated. He was defeated. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. This is the end of the line. This is for all the marbles. This is in my hometown of Jonesboro, Arkansas. There's a lot happening. And right now, my Power Pro Heavyweight Champion is destroying Lance Jade. The Syndicate out in force. Michael Hayes has stuck there and run.
All right,
and he's gone.
Randy, you're not telling the whole story. If Hayes and Baxter win in Jonesboro tonight, you get your head shaved again. That happened before. Not only that, you lose control of Power Pro Wrestling to Brandon Baxter. And Baldo, your champion here, will lose the title to Michael Hayes. And a
Good
member of
match
your
with Lance
syndicate,
Jade and
probably
Baldo.
your most
Baldo,
loyal member,
currently the
Boy
head of
Tony,
WWE
has to
Developmental,
leave
the
Power Pro
Performance
Wrestling for 1 year.
Performance
So
Center.
don't
He's
forget to
50
tell that
years
folks,
old. Lance
there's a
Jade, living
very
in the
real
Pensacola,
possibility
Florida
that
area.
you can
Several
lose
time
control
guest
of
here
this
on
company
the
tonight.
Power Hour. Maybe watching today, Lance Jade.
that this company is as safe as it could absolutely be. There's
I've
no
got
way
the match in the
world,
background,
no
and I'm
way.
doing
This is
the
what I
go
worked
home
my whole
promo
entire
for a
life
loaded
for,
card
and
that
there's no
night
way
on
in my hometown or anywhere in the
March
world
the
this can
9th.
happen. Look at Baldo.
Number 47
Look
of
at Baldo,
1999,
everybody.
doing the go home promo right now.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. He's got a chair now that Mick Tierney's handed him.
Let me tell you something else. There's no way, you say, that you can lose control. But I remember a few months ago, there was no way that your buddies were going to let you down and get your head shaved. But you walked around here bald for a couple of
Sure
weeks.
did. Look at this 2 count.
So it
Oh,
can
last
happen.
Jay said, hey, no.
Dave's
say,
just letting you have it,
he
isn't he?
wants to finish him off on his own, in his own way. Could be a mistake for Lance, though. Look at that.
Idiot he is.
He did make a mistake. There's no doubt about that. You don't turn your back on Baldo like that. He did.
He wants to impress me.
That's it.
He wants
That's
more.
it.
Surely that wasn't my
There was no
finish
doubt.
because
There's no
that
way
was
he
a
would get that
horrible
for that
finish.
one.
That
Lance
makes
Jane
the
loses.
baby face look
Bring
horrible.
the entire syndicate out
Look
here.
stupid.
The entire syndicate. Give me plenty of room.
Might have not come up with it, but I sure as the heck didn't veto it. That was bad for a baby face. Very bad for the baby.
All right. Most
I am
of them are
proud
here.
of you.
No heat whatsoever, don't you think, Adam?
personally defeated Michael Hayes last night.
Oh, Randy. You're a modest man, but I can't take all the credit because you are the one that defeated Michael Hayes. You know, Michael Hayes, you come out here every week, rhyming and rapping. Well, I thought of a little one for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. Randy Hales stepped all over your head, and there was nothing you can do.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Let
That
me
was
tell
great
you
poetry,
this.
yeah.
He was your hero. Michael Hayes was your hero. He came to Bill Street. He said it was Bad Street. He did the whole thing, and I personally beat him 1, 2, 3. And then what happened? He didn't go to Bill Street. He didn't go to Bill Street. What he did, he took a cab, went back to the motel, got on the first flight back to Atlanta this morning, and he's gone. So Brandon Baxter, it's down to you're one man alone. Absolutely one man alone, and you will be destroyed.
Just
There'll
1
be
minute,
hair-
Randy Hales. Wait just 1 minute, Randy Hales. You see, you may be halfway right. I didn't see Michael Hayes last night partying on Beale Street, but see, it doesn't really matter maybe. This whole deal all along has been about Randy Hales and Brandon Baxter. So why don't you send your goons, why don't you send your syndicate back to the dressing room, and me and you fight it out one-on-one right here today. You people want to see it?
Hey,
One-on-one. That's a good idea, Randy.
listen. You must be stupider than you look. You must be stupider than you look. You're out here with all this syndicate. We could. You must be sick 'em.
Sick 'em, did you say? Sending them in there. Oh, wait a minute. It's the Bad Street music. Yeah, now maybe the syndicate's not going to want to get in there now, huh? Help is on the way, it sounds like.
Michael B.S. Hayes shows up on the Power Hour, and boy, he's cleaning house, Dave.
He's after the entire syndicate. The syndicate hesitated when they heard the Bad Street music.
Yeah, they were looking around every way.
But Randy, you know what Randy was thinking? Brandon's been playing the Bad Street music every week, and there's no Michael B.S. Hayes here, but there he is, and he is taking care of the syndicate. Brandon picks up the
There goes
garbage
boy
can.
Tony
There you go. Look out.
Baxter from behind with that can. He stops Mick Tierney, and out they go out of the studio.
And meanwhile, Baldo took Randy in control, his bodyguard, if you will, and hustled him out of here real quick. Randy didn't hang around for the action.
Not long at all.
He just sort of totally headed away.
Well, there they are. There's the camera still back in the back.
They're
There's
outside.
security.
Did they go outside?
Apparently. I don't know.
I don't know where they are either.
We've lost.
Yeah, there they are.
Well, there's Bruno running around out there in the parking lot. It's wet out there. He may slip and fall trying to get away from those guys. Let me think.
Some big Grimes out there wandering around. There they are.
Michael Hayes.
Michael Hayes and Brandon Baxter.
No wonder they're running, huh?
Oh, let's take a break. We'll be back with more of the Power Hour right after this.
Do you have
Updated score of the game. Georgia has 10.
this Saturday, March
And
6th,
TCU has
Community
7,
Center,
10 to
Power Pro
7.
Wrestling
The national
K5
championship
presents
game
for
going
all
on
the
tonight
Freebird, Michael Hayes and Brandon
in
Baxter
Inglewood,
with
California.
and Randy Hales. Scores will be settled when Jeryy Lawler teams with the lovely Stacy and face Sean Stacey and Terry. Also see a one-night 8-team tag team tournament to determine the first ever Power Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. It's for all the marbles. Power Pro Wrestling, Saturday, March 6th, 8 p.m. at the Earl Bell Community Center.
Hello, Todd. Welcome to the show.
To me, huh?
Tonight's
Hey, look at
big
this.
night. Michael Hayes and Brandon Baxter coming back into the building now from the parking lot area. And here... Here they are, Brandon Baxter.
Whose house is it?
What a night. You could end up in control of this whole thing tonight, you know?
You know, that's right. I could end up in control of Power Pro Wrestling, and I'm sure these people would rather come
Hey,
see
Frank
Brandon
Seaton.
Baxter's Power
Happy
Pro
National
Wrestling
Championship Day. TCU. Making a game of it early.
Something happened at K-Fine.
4 minutes
maybe we
left.
just take
10
a
to
look at the
7
tape.
Georgia,
But
first
anyway,
quarter.
Randy's somewhat out of control, don't you think?
I know he's out of control. What happened yesterday, I was on 107.9 Super Country K-Fine in Jonesboro. I was on the morning show hosting it with Ugly Ed Johnson and Bubba Hendricks. About 6:30, I got there. We started doing the show. About 7:15, trouble showed up, and I think that's what you're going to show.
Let's take a look at this tape.
Sure that camera's on. Is the camera working?
It's
Lee?
on.
That Brandon Baxter, I've been listening all day. They've been bragging for a week that he's going to be on the show. We're not going away.
Michael Hayes, you say do us to others before they do to you. That's how it's done. Brandon Baxter!
Where is he? There he is right there. Get him out there. Get him out of there. Get him out there. Get that out of there. Get out of here. Hold him right there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get in. Make it
Get up, Baxter!
Take him up. Hey, Brandon Baxter, you going to show up for the match? Hold him up for me. Are you going to show up for the match? Are you going to show up? Are you going to show up, man? You going to show up for the match? Hey, get up there. Are you going to show up? I mean, that's nailed. That's one of them. Come on.
Michael Hayes, you say do us to others before they do to you.
Get him over there.
Make a wish, kid.
What do you got to say?
Yeah, they're big and tough when they gang up on you.
Yeah, there's, 3 against 1. I'm 170 pounds. I've never claimed to be a wrestler, right? But let me tell you this, Randy Hales. What this shirt says is Bad Street. And what that means is that Michael Hayes wants me to do things the Bad Street way.
You talk to him,
And I'll tell Randy Hales, you have done that. You go to K-Fine and you try to hang me upside down because you don't want me to show up in Jonesboro. I did last night you come and you dislocate my shoulder because you don't want me to show up in Jonesboro. Well, I'm telling you this, Randy Hales. Tonight, we're shaving your head. Boy, Tony's leaving. You're not getting control of K-Fine, and Power Pro will be mine. I am going to turn Church Street into Bad Street. And, Michael, it's for all the marbles tonight.
It is in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Dave, ever since I was a little bitty boy, my mother taught me to take the trash out, not bring it in. And when I look at the Syndicate and Randy Hales, I see nothing but trash, and I'm taking it out tonight at the Earl Bell Community Center. Because, you know, when you look at Randy Hales, at least to me, it's quite obvious you couldn't get lucky at the chicken ranch with a $1,000 bill taped to your head. And tonight, Randy Hales, I told you before, I'm going to hit you so hard, I'm going to uncross your eyes. And Baldo, I'm going to hit you even harder. I'm going to start making you grow hair. Because this is my brother. You understand what I'm saying? You got a problem? Ain't no need to wait till tonight. Now is as good a time as any. Because, let me ask you one question. Whose house is it? It's Michael's house. Now, trust in me on this. Tonight in Jonesboro, there's going to be 4 things that are going to go down. 1, Boy Tony is going to be boy bye-bye. All right? And Baldo, you are going to lose the Power Pro Championship because I'm going to be wearing that after tonight. But more importantly, Randy Hales, you are going to be bald-headed and you're going to be unemployed. But while I was coming down Union Street, I did see the McDonald's had a "We are hiring now" sign, because you are going to need a job. You understand what I'm talking about? Because tonight starts a new era in Power Pro Wrestling. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Grits ain't groceries, and eggs ain't poultry.
Well, Randy Hales is...
Michael Hayes, born in 1959, currently 63 years old, about 40 years old when this took place.
I would come down and once again handle you. But let me tell you something. Tonight, I'll be in Jonesboro, and you guys will be eliminated. But let me tell you something. I have a little challenge for you. Vicious Vic Grimes got a little piece of you last night. If you have any guts in your body, Vicious Vic will meet you right in this ring in the main event of this show. Show your guts, Michael Hayes. Show your guts. Here's the challenge for today. The Syndicate member, Vic Grimes, will kick your butt.
Do you want it? Y'all want to get this party started right? We're going to get it started today. Vic Grimes, you all mine.
That match has just been signed, I think, for the main event of today.
Dave Brown will be ready for it. We'll be ready for it.
All right, Michael Hayes in the ring against Vicious Vic Grimes. That's coming up. We'll reorganize and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Quick thoughts, Adam Dunn, producing this show remotely in Georgia. Quick thoughts on the opening segments of this show today.
First, which should be. The superstar has joined us here at the desk.
Hi, Willie.
Got a big match coming up here, tag team match. Hang around and do some
No,
commentary.
great stuff so far. Like I said, awesome stuff from Michael Hayes in there already. I love up in the control room, you and Baldo issuing the challenge. And we still got to figure out where's Mama Stasiak and how's she going to get in on today's action.
A lot of excitement. Now,
Birdman and Venom, the former Paul.
I told you earlier, Adam, that on the regular original format that I started with that Saturday morning on the March the 6th date, the format said Coco Ware in a single match with Rick Morton. Well, it didn't end up like that. It's Rick Morton, not there on the show today. Coco Ware, Venom against Kid Wicked and Derek King.
If talking was what it was all about, you'd be the world's champion, punk.
Coco beware, the Birdman. He's got Venom along with him.
That's what it's all about tonight, right? The tag team tournament.
What it's all about is these tag team belts right here. The tag team belts, the first ever Power Pro tag team belts. We've got them right here at the desk. They are not at stake here today.
With 2:43 left in the first quarter, Georgia, the Bulldogs leading 17-7. 17-7, Georgia.
Yeah, and loses control. Boy, Tony has to leave.
Maybe we'll get a pay rise if Brandon wins. That'd be good. And Boy Tony's out of here. That'll be good, too.
Yeah, Boy Tony had to leave for 1 year. Hey, either way we look at it on both sides, someone is going to lose their hair tonight in Jonesboro. There will be a handshake. That's right. And somebody
Don't forget, as Adam mentioned just a few minutes ago, we still to come. What in the world is Mama Stasiak Mae Young going to do? We'll see on this edition, the 47th edition of Power Pro Wrestling.
Mother Stasiak, we saw her trying to get in the building. It looked like she got in the building, but thank goodness haven't heard from her, so maybe security got her out.
Maybe they get her back
This should be a good match right here.
That should be a good one.
Yeah, if you look at that, Frank, and if we could go ahead and put Frank's last comment up. I always like Coco better as a heel. I like Jeryy Lawler better as a heel. Even though I love him as a babyface, I love Bill Dundee better as a heel. I love Jeff Jarrett better as a heel. I love doing heel interviews and being a heel more than a babyface. It's just more fun.
That's where it started in Australia. It used to be called Australian Tag Team Wrestling. Remember that day in the good old days? They used to use the word
Todd
Australia.
Michael was a long time, and he was back in '99 when we were doing this. He was a part of WWE management. He is a producer, one of the senior producers that usually get assigned to the most important matches there in the WWF. That's what old Michael's doing.
Off at the mouth. He's still running his mouth over here to Bill Dundee.
The bad thing about that is, Corey, the man can back it up too.
Tomorrow night, Talking Memphis Wrestling, Frank, make sure you watch. We are covering the debut of the Fabulous Ones, 1982, around November, and a TV match that we show is the Fabulous Ones against Sweet Brown Sugar, Coco Ware, and Beautiful Bobby.
Come on, take it to him, Derek.
Over in the corner is downtown Bruno. Dave. I don't know if you saw Bruno.
Yeah, the senior referee over there. What's he doing hanging around ringside? We've got a referee. Aubrey Wayne doing a
I
fine
ain't seen
job
him referee in a long time, but he keeps telling everybody he's the head referee. He never gets in and does it.
Well, last week he jumped in there, and it was not a good outcome either, let me tell you. It was not a good
when
one.
he's refereeing.
Yeah, but he usually does it after something goes wrong, in his opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you just go get sandwiches, that's about what he's good at.
Hey, look at this.
That
Derek
wasn't a
King.
tag, was it?
No,
He
no
never
tag
referee,
whatsoever. He
never
just stepped
tagged.
right in there. Now we got all four of them in there. After that DDT from Derek King. Ring 4, referee Aubrey Wayne right in the middle. King comes off the rope. He rolls up behind Coco. Rolls him up.
He got him beat right here.
He's got him,
Look at this. Oh!
Oh, man.
Referee trying to get Kid Wicked back to the corner, and he missed it. Derek King had him.
He
And now,
smacked
but
him with that
instead,
kendo stick.
after the
You
kendo
gotta say
stick,
they won, but that ain't
Carla
right.
in the house. Hey, Carla. Appreciate you watching the Power Hour. This is from show number 47, March the 6th, 1999. Listen to Bill Dundee do commentary.
Bill Dundee.
Bill Dundee headed that way. I don't know what he's got on his mind, but he's a bit upset. Oh, I know. I see what he's doing. He's going to explain to Aubrey Wayne, the referee, exactly what happened with the kendo stick and Benham interfering from outside.
Yeah, Dundee says, oh,
Reverse it.
he reverses it.
He reversed it.
And Coco grabs Dundee. Come on. He grabs Dundee, throws him out with that top rope, and bit him with that kendo stick, Dave.
And it's 2 against 1 because everybody else had left.
Yeah, and not only that, they know. Yeah, Dundee, how about that, huh? He has Derek King and Kid Wicked, and they take off on him.
Yeah.
Here comes the man.
Here comes out. There's the king. It's Lawler in there to help out Dundee. Hey, you know, I just had a thought. Rick Morton is, Bill doesn't know where he is. Those 2 guys right there have been a great tag team a lot of time. I don't know, maybe in Jonesboro tonight?
Never say never, huh?
There's a handshake. They're coming this way. Bill, Jeryy?
I'm glad to see you, Kingfish.
All right, let me just say this real quick. I heard you're supposed to be partners tonight with Ricky Morton. He's not shown up.
I don't think so.
If you don't think he's going to be there, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be in Jonesboro anyway. I'll be more than glad to be your partner. You've helped me out a couple of times the past few weeks. Tonight, you and I could become the
Hello,
Pro
Jerome.
Tag Team
What's
champions
going on,
one more
buddy?
time. How about that?
Well, I tell you, Dave, if I was a betting man, I'd have to
Keeping
put
up
my
with
money on
live
this thing.
sports,
No
the
doubt
end
about it.
of
One
the
of the
first
great
quarter
tag teams
at
of all
Scott
time.
Stadium in Inglewood,
No doubt about it. There they
California.
go. Lawler
Georgia
and Dundee,
Bulldogs,
they are
the
gonna be
defending
teamed up
national
in Jonesboro tonight.
champions,
Take a look at that
trying to
entire
win 2 in a
Jonesboro
row.
card. It is going to be
They
some
are
kind of
ahead
night.
at
Record
the
crowd
one,
last time around
17
in
to
Jonesboro.
7
Tonight should be no
over
exception. Make your plans now to be there.
TCU.
See at the bottom where it says advance tickets. Take note. Front Page Cafe, Philo Stores, Bill's Superfoods,
Quick and Pawn. Yeah,
and United Pawn. Pick those tickets up this afternoon so you don't have to stand in the long lines tonight to get into the Earl Bell Community Center. 8 o'clock is bell time. It's for all the marbles. I don't ever recall stipulations like going on tonight. And I can understand. I can
Great
understand
packed
where Brandon's
house
coming from and Michael
that
Hayes.
night. at the Earl Bell Community Center. Heavy deal when Power Pro and K-Fine presented those big time stipulations and a loaded card. You know, I'm doing sports today, also keep you up with the weather. It's 44 degrees currently in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It feels like 48. Let's get down to 38 degrees later on tonight.
Many more. It's all coming up tonight. We'll find out who the new Power Pro
Getting
Tag Team
sports and
champions are
weather
in
on the
Jonesboro,
Power Hour
Arkansas
tonight.
And ladies in a rage match, a return match. Jeryy the King Lawler and Stacy.
Carla agrees with us. Love the King as a heel.
It happens tonight.
PJ says it's great to see Lawler and Dundee team together, but it's better when they go against each other. And obviously something happened to Rick Morton. I had Rick Morton scheduled with Coco on television, and also later on had him in Jonesboro with Ricky Morton teaming with Dundee as a part of the tag team tournament. And looking at the card for that great For All the Marbles.
Randy Hales gets control of the K-Fine morning show. They don't want that. On the other hand, if Hayes and Baxter win, Randy has his head shaved. He loses control of Power Pro to Brandon Baxter. Baldo loses the title to Michael Hayes, and boy, Tony has to leave for 1 year. I know it's all complicated.
But either way you look at it, that's going to be a head shave tonight, and somebody's leaving Power Pro.
And Randy's screaming in our ear again. Randy, what do you want?
Please,
You know, as always, I try to make fair decisions. A special announcement here for Jonesboro. Assigned to referee the match. I think it needs to be the right guy. The senior referee, downtown Bruno.
That's not fair, Randy.
Let's move on with the show right now. Thank you very much.
Move on with the show. You're stacking the deck, putting Bruno in.
I love that, Adam. I love that little touch there.
With all these incredible...
Yeah, because they even laid it out earlier, Dundee talking about Bruno not being really like the head referee and never doing a good job, and then you throw that in there. And it looks like we found Mama Stasiak.
At this point, Sean was about 28 years old. Mace Young, at this point, was 76, 77 years old. Here's Mae Young, folks.
Last night when I was in the ring, my son and I, you bunch of donkeys was calling me Grandma. Let me tell you something. You Tennessee hillbillies don't know what a grandma is as far as I'm concerned, because all you know is your grandma dips snuff and sits in a rocking chair and spits tobacco. That's what you tell Mom. Now, do you understand that? You remember this.
He keeps grabbing the mic from Corey.
And announcers hate that.
The announcer just took it.
Stacy accidentally fell on me. There'll be a cold day in hell before she ever meets me. I'm here to get her. Tonight I'll get her right.
Janice is laughing at her.
Shut up!
Greg says Mae Young was wrestling when a lot in the studio. Grandparents were in doctors. That's true.
And you know, Lawler, you mock my mother. You talk about her age. You talk about Blue Cross, Blue Shield, medication, what have you. But little do you realize that my mother and my father were wrestling years before you were even born. So tonight in Jonesboro.
Yes. The night before at the New Daisy, Lawler did pile drive Mae, and she's not so. Oh, there she goes to the burst again. She's dangerous, Adam.
She is. She'd always go after Corey.
That's enough. You're not getting this mic. I'm not listening to nothing else you got to say. You said enough. Enough. Take her out. Get out of here. She's nuts. She's a feisty lady, I tell you.
She is feisty.
Try to be friends with her.
Sounds like
what did she issue? Did I hear
wants you in the ring today? She didn't want to wait till tonight.
Well, that's fine with me. I'm ready right now. Let's get it on.
Wait. You can't go out there and wrestle in that. You got to put your stuff.
Well, true. Okay, let me go change my clothes, and then I'll be ready for you, Grandma.
Whoa. Today?
Right now.
May is just fantastic, Adam. Just
Oh, yeah.
unbelievable.
On tour tonight in Jonesboro. These belts will be at stake. Power Pro Tag
Well, now I
Team.
guess we're the champions, huh?
For the moment, anyway. Whoa, look out. Take a look at the action coming up on tour.
Yeah, for all the marbles tonight. Jonesboro, Arkansas, El Bell Community Center. 8 o'clock, they'll ring the bell. It's going to be a big,
See,
big night.
Kakina72 from Twitch
over in Jonesboro.
has a comment, Randy. We've talked about this before. This, her performance here on Power Pro is what set her up for her run in WWE.
Folks that are going to be on the card.
And
Power Pro Wrestling when it's in
she
your area.
told
Nothing like that live
Bubba Ray
wrestling action.
when they were
We
going to do the
got it right here
table
today.
spot, he was nervous about it because she was 76 years old. And she said, Sonny, if you don't put me through that table like you would any man, she said, you'll have to deal with me after this is over. And now here comes Brian Christopher and his partner, Scotty Too Hottie. And I have some information there. Brian Christopher, born in 1972, passed away July 29, 2017 at 46 years old. Scotty DeBody was born on July the 2nd, 73. I put on these notes that he's 73. That's wrong. I think he's 53 now, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. He's not no 73. This Aaron O'Grady?
No.
Crash Holly, Aaron O'Grady, born in 71, passed away 2003 at 32 years old. And what a match this is for television. And again, people think we're just bragging, but how can you not watch these shows and not think they're great?
Oh, absolutely. And I thought this was awesome. Having Scott Taylor and Brian both together, I actually prefer them this more than I do what they were after this with Rikishi. I like this tag team.
You don't like the one that drew the most money and that got them the biggest push.
Right.
We don't need any help. No, we don't.
Carla, good to hear from Carla tonight. Get to see my Stacy Lee in action. Love that kid like my own. Carla, appreciate those comments. There's Vic, Boy, Dave, and McTiernan.
Who looks like Pee Wee Herman and wrestles like Pee Wee Herman. And Streak, who looks like he's retaining way too much water today. How can those two jabronis beat me, the master of submission, and Vic, the master of West Coast violence? That's right. Now listen, I just want one thing to be sure, that you make sure that their two medical bills and insurance has been paid up, because I put Streak in the hospital once, and I guarantee I'm going to put him in there again tonight. No doubt about it, you did do that, but look at this. A double pin, 2 count. That's Mick Tierney at ringside, along with Bishop.
I just like, and you can especially tell it here, just how similar of a build that Scott and Brian had. I mean, they were just almost just copies of each other as far as their size and their stature, and even
their style.
And their style, exactly. And I think that really showed even more during this phase of their tag team.
Then alcoholism itself, and we plan on intoxicating your whole body with it.
Hey, come on. We don't need that stuff. We're not going to listen to that.
That's right. I got the microphone. I say what I want.
And Brian just doing that laugh right in his face.
We'll turn that microphone off is what we'll do.
No, you won't. Little Aaron O'Grady, last night I broke him like a twig. Stuck him like a pig in a barbed wire match.
Now you guys did have a shot. Look at Christopher. He runs in the corner and nobody home.
There's what can happen to you. That's what can happen to big guys like Grimes and Jeryy, too. Both of the members
There ain't no way that's going to happen.
got overconfident.
So much submission, so much power, and so much strength. Ain't got to have it tonight.
Streak comes in.
Might as well be signing up the belts for us, baby.
Big Grimes and Mick Tierney at ringside. They're talking about the tag tournament taking place tonight.
That day's score now is 24-7. They got the extra point, so 24-7, Adam.
Well, O'Grady and Streak will have another thought about the whole thing. Uh-oh, now this is not good. They have distracted Streak. And meanwhile, his partner's being double-teamed in the ring. So Streak is sidetracked over here.
They got O'Grady for a pin. That's a 3 count.
Yeah. Match is over. Streak made a huge mistake right there. He left his partner alone, and too much will take.
So this show was designed to be heavy on selling tickets for the Jonesboro show, but at the same time, we have good action in the ring. We have great promos. We have chaotic action. We got Michael Hayes setting up for a match later. It's just been wild and woolly and crazy, the same thing. One thing you wouldn't say about this show that you say about some Memphis wrestling shows and other shows too that you see, there's no doubt this show was well thought out and formatted. Your word, formatted. It was formatted.
It was big. It was big. And you know, we are not cheaters. Shut up.
I mean, they almost look like they're related to each other.
That's the Tank Brothers, Sherman and Septic.
Yeah, they do. Was that you?
Hey, you remember Jonesboro, don't you? Jonesboro.
In the audience, Adam?
I didn't see it. I was putting the graphic up.
Yeah, Frank, Satan, we sold out Jonesboro 3, 4, maybe even 5 straight times. It was unbelievable.
You are looking at the next Power Pro Tag Team Champions. We are on a winning streak. We just defeated Jeff.
They hadn't been wrestling in Jonesboro in a few years, so maybe, just maybe, if Adam twists my arm enough and everything comes together, there will maybe a 25th anniversary show for Power Pro Wrestling in April of this year. Maybe, no promises.
Two hot Scott Taylor, two sexy Brian Christopher. They're all a part of the big tournament tonight over in Jonesboro. When we come back, Mama Stasiak in the ring against Stacy. Stay tuned. More of the Power Hour. Still to go. What in the world?
Man, this is hard to keep up with. It's so exciting, Adam. I mean, one thing after another, but we still get that hard sell in for the Jonesboro for the live event, but we're not sacrificing the TV show to sell tickets, do you think?
Oh, absolutely no. I mean, it's still a huge action-packed show, with it also being trying to sell tickets. So, I mean, you get both out of this. That's what was so nice about this being a one-market television. Oh, she's back.
It's supposed to be a match here. Stacy accepts.
Listen to the crowd reaction for her.
Mama Stasiak, and she's not dressed to wrestle.
Heat all the way. 76, 77-year-old woman. This is why I love wrestling, people.
She's coming.
She's planning on a wrestling match. Grandma, they're all chanting. Grandma.
Hey, come on. Don't get yourself upset, Mama Stasiak. I can't even believe she wants to wrestle. Dave, hang loose with that. She's got that pocketbook around.
I'm not going to get
you're not going to wrestle with that thing, I know.
Stacy accepted the challenge.
Let me tell you, Stacy couldn't beat her way out of a paper bag. And she'll find that out right now. Where's she at?
There she is, right there. She's in the ring. Stacy accepts the challenge, says, come on in here.
Everybody in that studio standing, or a lot of people, not everybody, but
Mama Stasiak.
Stacy feels a lot like the
how could you turn this show off, Adam?
I know it.
piece of Mama Stasiak, and I don't blame her.
Take your time.
Mama Stasiak's got her suit on here. She's taking off her watch and her glasses. Got that pocketbook. No telling what's in that pocketbook.
Yeah, it's true.
She's peeling off her suit coat.
What's the matter? Get your way?
She's going to get in there against Stacy.
Don't tell me Stacy wasn't over like Rover. Carla, listen to that. Listen to the people.
Look, I mean, takes a bump immediately.
Two bills from Stacy. 3.
Time after time, Mama Stasiak may be regretting that she ever made the challenge, as Stacy immediately takes control.
Can you just imagine being like Bruce and JR watching this tape?
What's happened to her with that?
Yes, I can imagine. They got her a job.
She's not getting
Yep.
Holding onto her chest. It's really folks. She's not having heart troubles here.
I wonder what in the world. I'm going to go check her. tried to tell her. She has no business in that way.
You're exactly right. You're trying to help her out and be nice to her here.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her, Aubrey?
Is she all right?
Grabbed her chest.
People are buying it. Absolutely.
What pills? What do you want? See, I tried to tell you not to wrestle. Pills in her purse.
Yeah,
well,
I get it.
Ref, I guess we'll just have to, I don't know, I guess we're ring the bell. Do you need me to open it up? You get it?
No, one kid thinks that she's faking.
Need any help?
She says she's getting her
Get her
pills.
pills out, she says, Stacy.
She says she needs oxygen. Just hang on. You get. Yeah, let's get some help out of here. See if we can get.
Getting her pills out.
Oh, look out. Hey!
Oh, come on now.
I can't believe you. See, that's ridiculous, Dave. Absolutely ridiculous. Since she's got it, she should be ashamed of herself. She's the lady, I tell you the truth.
Speaking of heart attack,
Yeah.
looking for nitroglycerin pills, and then all of a sudden, she grabs the purse and she slams Stacy with
And
it.
see, she shouldn't play with people like that. She's old enough that she should be sick.
It's Aubrey.
And we're
she's
trying
just
to
she's taking advantage of it. Look at her pound away on Stacy with that pocketbook. Hey, Rob.
Stacy taking the upper hand.
This is the crowd once Stacy got the upper hand.
Interfering. He picks Stacy up and just throws her across the ring. And goes after Mama
That's
Stacy.
going to bring Lawler out.
Sean comes to help his mom out.
Look out, she's swinging that purse again.
What are you doing?
Here comes the King.
Lawler's got Sean. He now thinks, oh, he's got Mama Stacy out. Everybody says, yeah, get her. And she takes off. But she doesn't forget that pocketbook. She grabs it.
It's a loaded purse, for heaven's sakes, Al. Loaded purse. No telling.
Mama Stasiak's got that pocketbook well in hand, and now Sean, who was knocked out of the ring by the King, collects Mama Stasiak and heads
She says,
out of
oh,
here.
I can't hardly make it. I can't get around. My chest is hurting. I
Need my purse.
Gets her purse and nails
Great
it.
story about
Yeah.
Stacy from Carla.
Hey, let me tell Grandma one thing right now. You think you just had a try to convince us you had an attack out here? Well, you're going to have a real attack tonight in Jonesboro, and you're looking at the attackers right now. So get a hospital bed ready for that old bag over there because she's going to need it tonight. I promise you that.
Match coming up tonight. Lawler and Stacy are going to be in the ring.
Everything
against
builds
Sean
toward
Stasiak
Jonesboro.
and Mama Stasiak. Look out for the purse, Jonesboro. It's headed your way tonight.
That's a good plug.
Hey, Dave, we've got...
All right, both of us right there.
I want both of you to stand here right now.
Thank you very much.
No, and let me do all the talking. Listen to me. I heard you say this important match tonight that you can relate to what I'm going through.
Yeah, I
You can
said
relate to
absolutely.
it. Well, let me tell you something, Dave Brown. You listen to me. You come to this television station every day, Monday to Friday, right? Every day during the weather. You go out on Mount Moriah to your advertising agency, right? You come here on Saturday morning for two reasons. To make a little extra money and because it's fun to you. Well, let me tell you something. This is my entire life. You listen to me, people. From the time I was 10 years old, people, this is all I wanted to do. Even people back in the back, my family, everybody said I was crazy. They said a skinny-looking, retarded, cross-eyed kid from Jonesboro, Arkansas would never make it. Would never make it at all. Well, let me tell you something. This middle of the battle tonight, you think I've never had battles? I've battled emotional problems. I've battled financial problems. I've battled alcohol problems. I've battled drug problems. And I have beat them all. One day, Brown, you go home to Margaret. You go home to Camilla. Lawler goes home to Stacy. Brady goes home to his girlfriend. I go home by myself. Because this business, this wrestling business, is the only thing that matters to me. My family says I'm obsessed with it. Well, I am obsessed with it. I am obsessed with it because it's the only damn thing I care about. The only thing I care about. And I ain't going to lose this company. I'm not going to lose it. I swear I'm not going to lose it. No matter what I have to say, I'm expecting to be busted open. The whip, I'm expecting it all. But Brandon Baxter, if you don't think I'd take a belt, wrap it around your throat, and stroke you to the last breath, you don't think the same? It's the only thing I care about in my life. And it's the only thing I care about. And it's at stake. And it's at stake tonight.
Michael Hayes and Brandon Baxter, look out. Hayes and Vicious Vic Grimes had a challenge match scheduled here. They're not waiting for referees. Michael Hayes and Brandon Baxter listening to Randy.
That promo didn't sound scripted to me. Did it you?
More than a little bit. Randy scared me. He is obsessed with his
Not at all. I'm sure that was not laid out on the format word for word.
No.
All right, maybe he's right. Maybe I can't understand exactly where he's coming from. But I think I understand one thing.
He's even able to change Dave's mind.
This company could belong to somebody else when this night is over. We'll be back.
He can't stand it.
Hello, Tanner. You've missed a classic show. Almost over, and Adam, I know you got to be out at a hard time, so when you have to go, just tell me. Score of the ball game as we are 4 minutes 57 seconds left in the first half. Georgia, the national champions, trying to repeat. They are leading 24-7 in Inglewood, California at SoFi Stadium. The Bulldogs, Al's team. Adam Dunn is a resident of the state of Georgia. It is still 24-7 as we go back to the Power Hour.
You missed the action tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas. 9 big matches, including the first ever Power Pro Tag Team Champions. This one's for all the marbles. Randy Hales could lose the company. Michael Hayes could lose his hair. Randy Hales could lose his hair.
Aldo could lose the Power Pro Championship. And how about Mama Stasiak pulling the old Fred Sanford out here, the Sanford and Son, faking like she has a heart attack and all this stuff, and just doing perfectly fine. Oh, I need my medicine, grabs a pocketbook, nails Stacy. Well, these two are going to be tingling up right there in the middle of the ring tonight, all in Jonesboro.
Greg, Corey used your line. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you.
In advance there and at the other locations we showed you earlier. 8 o'clock is when it all starts, and of course,
yeah, Carla, here every Monday and Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Would love to have you on. You know, Carla, my family still calls me today Randy Dandy. Eddie Marlin used to call me Randy Dandy.
For Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. There's Randy. So long, everybody.
We're going to throw this close at you big time real quick. Sum it up quick. What you thought about the show today, Adam? Profile picture only.
Yep, no, I thought that was just absolutely, again, we say it over and over and over again. I know it's redundant. I almost don't even want to say it again now, but it's just like, how in the world can we top it week after week after week? It's just amazing. And we get to see Mama Stasiak. Like we mentioned on that, this was basically, she got the whole run with the Dudley Boys and everything after this because of her performance here. Awesome, awesome stuff. Looking forward to what we may have coming up next week as well, Randy. And I'll go ahead and just quickly say that what we're going to have there, as I take a look here, try to get my notes up here. We're going to have clips from all the marbles next week that we was talking about. We'll see Stasiak going against Streak. Mick Tierney will go against Dundee. We'll see Vic Grimes and Aaron O'Grady have a brawl. We'll see Lawler going against Baldo. And then we'll see Stacy talk about the Fabs are coming to town. Baldo has a surprise in the studio. And we'll get the Fabs in studio all coming up over the next several weeks coming up. We'll have all of that. So good stuff coming, Randy. And, man, what a great show we had here today.
Absolutely. There's no doubt. 24-7 Georgia as they almost complete the first half. 2:43 left in the game. 2:43 left in the game. The one graphic I want you to put up there, Adam, because I had a big milestone in my life. I've been doing Uber since I returned after Eddie Marlin passed away. I returned in 2019. Started maybe 2 months after that. Started in October of 2019. And I just yesterday morning turned 13,000 rides. 13,000 rides. Just wanted to brag a little bit, and that's been fun for me. Love making money, love driving, love being around people. It's the perfect thing in my golden years to do. I love it very, very much. Ubering in Jonesboro. Tomorrow night, Talking Memphis Wrestling Big Show. We will finish up 1981, some great Dream Machine Lawler stuff, and we'll do 82. We will do the Dutch Mantel Lawler feud. We will also do the debut of Kamala, the debut of Jim Cornette, and the debut of Stan and Steve, the fabulous ones in a studio match against Coco and at Sweet Brown Sugar and beautiful Bobby Eaton. Well, we're done for today. Appreciate it. I will be at 953theticket.com Wednesday morning at 7, 870-930-3776. This is a loaded show. Maybe we'll be back to normal with Adam on screen with me next week. Maybe he'll be joining the show tomorrow. Until the show tomorrow, thanks, everybody. It's Monday night in America. We're playing some football, and we're watching Power Pro Wrestling. For Adam, I'm Randy. See you, everybody.
Living the Dream, Memphis Wrestling, The Randy Hales Story, is available now at randyhalesmemphiswrestling.com.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
The